So this is a screenshot of sort of from Fortnite. The guy had just finished Victory Royale, and then they saved this video. And this is an example of the localized overlay that will appear in-game when a video or screenshot highlight is saved. And then down here is a button that the game has integrated, which allows the user to click and open up the summary. And I will... Actually, let me show you a video, because that is much more indicative of how this works. So this is the first time a user has run Fortnite on their game. So they're in the lobby. We've called create on the SDK, and we've requested permission. So when you request permission for the very first time, this dialog will appear to the user that says, hey, would you allow GeForce Experience to capture highlights for Fortnite for you? And then the user would say yes or no. If they say no, then you will not get permission to capture highlights. Calls will effectively be ignored, and the user will not get highlights saved to their screen. If they say yes, then that permission is saved, and then the next time you call create, it will return user has already accepted, so you're good to go. So they say yes, and then they start a match. So when they start a match and they get in, we'll create a group. We'll create a group for that match. Maybe you name it based on the time and date or the type of match or whatever you want. And the user starts playing. They go through the game. They do their standard Fortnite thing. They find a guy. They're doing interesting stuff. Maybe they do a kill. I think this is a kill coming up. You find the user. Oh, look, we got a kill. And then that kill will automatically be saved. And then later on, they keep playing the match. Found some guy on top of a hill, top of the house. Gets super jerky, and then you get killed. Oh man, that sucks. But that kill is also saved. So again, sort of appeared at the top. Why are we not pausing? Yeah, and then afterwards, the user, after they've got killed, they go back to sort of the spectator view. And so the spectator view is a perfect time for the user to have an opportunity to review the highlights from their match. So that's when this button appears in the bottom of the screen. And then the button appears in the bottom, they click it, and a summary window opens. And the summary window shows the two highlights that were saved through the course of that match. The first one is the kill that they got, and the second one is their death. And here in the interface, they can play that, they can trim it to be however long they want, and then they can control where they're going to upload it. Whether they save it to the gallery, which saves it to the local hard disk, or whether they automatically, in-game, without having to tab switch away, upload it to Facebook or upload it to Google Photos as an animated GIF file so they can share with their friends. Yeah, so this is an example of that guy doing that. You can play through sort of that screen. So here he's going to Google Photos. He's dragging around to make an animated GIF about 4 seconds long, changes the name, and clicks share. And then immediately starts uploading to Google Photos in the background. And then once that finishes, it'll be available on his Google Photos upload link. I think that's it for this video. Yeah, so it just finished the Google Photos upload there, and everything's good. All right. Yeah, so that's this kind of a workflow example of how that works. Okay. Yeah, so this is just the same thing with PUBG as an example of that overlay. Yeah, and I guess I wanted to call out that we do have animated GIF support, which is something that was recently added. So that allows you to make even smaller, sort of very easily shareable, snackable videos.